question 4. So from the question 4 in here, we are going to find the value of P minus Q and so on. In here, we already have the value of P, Q, R. For the letter A, we are going to find P minus Q. So we just need to replace the value of P, which is equals to negative 4.5, and then the value of Q, which is equals to 5.5. So I will just write it as negative 4.5 minus 5.5. The answer, it will be equals to negative 10. For the question B, also the same thing. We replace the P into negative 4.5, the Q into negative 7.5. Oh, sorry, the Q into 5.5, the R into negative 7.5. In this question, we have the bit mass. There is a bracket and multiplication. Bracket and multiplication, the things that will come first is the bracket, right? So it means we have to simplify P plus Q first because we following the bit mass. Bracket, indices, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So this is as a bracket, this is multiplication. Bracket and multiplication, bracket come first. That's why we need to simplify the 4.5 plus 5.5 first. Negative 4.5 plus 5.5, the answer is 1. 1 times negative 7.5, the answer will be negative 7.5. For the question C, we have bracket, we have multiplication, we have bracket. So same, we have to finish all the brackets first. So we simplify negative 7.5 minus 5.5 and the 5.5 minus negative 4.5. We simplify them first and then we do multiplication later on. So we just need to calculate it as negative 13 times 10, which is equals to negative 130. Is there anyone have any difficulties at question 4? Or maybe I talk too fast? Is there anyone? Feel free to ask if you have any question. No question? Okay. If you have no question, then I will move to the question 5. Find all of the factors of this number. To find the factors, you have to find the all of the possible multiplication that the answer will be equals to 36. So it will be 1 times 36, 2 times 18, 3 times 12, and so on. So you make a list for all of the possible multiplication, write it in order, so there will be the factors of 36. The factors, as you can see, those number is there. If you think there is any number that I missed, you can tell me. So for the 75, also the same thing. So we find all of the multiplication that makes 75. So this is all the possible multiplication. 1 times 75, 3 times 25, 5 times 15. So the factors will be 1, 3, 5, 15, 25, and 75. Is there anyone having question for the question 5 and 4 before I continue to the next question? Is there anyone? Hello? No? Okay, if you have no question, then I will continue to the question 6. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me any question. Okay, for the question 6, list the prime number between 60 and 70. If you get confused, you can write it from 61, 62 until 69. You just use it as a checking. Do not write all of them as the final answer. So 61 can be divided by any number, yeah. 61 cannot be divided by 2, cannot be divided by 3, cannot be divided by any number other than 1. So it means 61 is a prime number. 62 is divisible by 2, so no, I cannot write 62. 63 can be divided by 3, so no. 64 can be divided by 2, so not a prime number. 65 is divisible by 5, so not a prime number. 66 is divisible by 2, not a prime number. 67 cannot be divided by any number, so 67 will stay there. 68 can be divided by 2, so not a prime number. 69 can be divided by 3, so not a prime number. So I got the prime number only 2, 61 and 67. For the question 7, given number 16 and 24, list the prime factors as a product of primes. Because we have to make a product of primes, if you get confused, you can make a factor 3. So from 16, you break down into 4 times 4. And then the 4 I can break down into 2 times 2. Another 4 I break down into 2 times 2. So in the end of all of your brains, you will get 4 numbers of 2. 4 numbers of 2, we write it as 2 to the power of 4. And then 24, also the same thing, you can make a factor 3. Later, in the end, you will get it as 2 to the power of 3 times 3. Before I move to finding the HCF and LCM, is there anyone who having any difficulties on finding the factor product of primes or anything? If you do not understand, can you please tell me which number that you do not understand? Because in one slide there are 2 questions, so I don't know which number that is your queries. Okay. For the question 16, make a factor 3 first. Still remember what is the factor 3? Factor 3 is 16. After that 16, because the number is 16, we break down into how many times how many, ya? 16. 16, it will be, you can make it 4 times 4 or 2 times 8. I will make it 2 times 8. And then the 8 is not a prime number. So we need to break down again. 8 we can break down into 2 times 4. And then the number 4 is not a prime number. We need to break down again into 2 times 2. This is the factor 3 that we have. So all of the number in the end of the branches are already prime number. So let us count how many prime number are there. There are number 2. This is also number 2. There are number 2. But when we count, there are 4 numbers of number 2. That's why in here I write it as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 4 times of number 2, I multiply all of them. Because there are 4 numbers of number 2, I can simplify it as 2 to the power of 4. For the 24, do the same thing. So we break down all of the number. Like this is 24, we break down into 3 times 8. 3 times 8. Oopsie. And then the 8 we can break down into 2 times 4. Oopsie. 3 times 8. And then the 8 we can break down again into 2 times 4. And then the 4 we can break down into 2 times 2. Something like, is there anyone having difficulties on making a factor 3? Is there anyone? So whenever you find any number that is not a prime number, you have to break down all of them. Break down into how many times how many. Until the number below the branches you cannot break down anymore. You can say, teacher, 2 is 1 times 2. Yeah, 2 is 1 times 2, but number 1 is not a prime number. That's why we cannot make a number 1 cannot be there on the factor 3. Okay, is there anyone having any question or still getting confused? Is there anyone? No? Okay, if you have no confusion, so in here we have, there are 3 numbers of 2 and the factor 3 of 24, 1 number of 3. That's why I will get it as 2 to the power of 3 times it with 3. If we are going to find the HCF, we have to take the common number with the lowest power or lowest index. So in here we can see the common number that exists in the 16 and 24 are only number 2. 2 to the power of 4 and 2 to the power of 3. Because we have to take the lowest power, So it means I will take the 2 to the power of 3 as the HCF. So the HCF, it will be equals 2 to the power of 3, or we can break down into, make it into 2 times 2 times 2, which is equals to 8. For the LCM we have to take all the types of number, and then after that we have to take the highest power. So in here, we can see the types of number, only two types, 2 and 3. For number 2, there are two options, 2 to the power of 4 and 2 to the power of 3. Highest power, that's why I take 2 to the power of 4. And then all the types of number, another types of number is number 3. That's why it will be 2 to the power of 4 times 3, which is equals to 48. Is there anyone having question, or maybe I talk too fast, or maybe my voice is laggy, not clear enough? Is there anyone having any question? No? Okay. If you have any question, I will move to the next question. Later, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Do not stay quiet. I'm reading the chat box. So if later you think you don't want to mention, you don't want me to mention your name, there is an option to text me a private message. If you have any difficulties, you don't want your friends to know, just text me through the private chat box on it. I will not mention your name if you are too shy. Now let us continue to the indices. Someone asked me about the indices before. Indices in here, it means any number with power. So we call it any number with the power, we call it as indices. In here, I already have the example, 3 to the power of negative 4 until 3 to the power of 5. Now, if I think from 3 to the power of 1 until 3 to the power of 5, is there anyone who is still getting confused to find the value of 3 to the power of 2 is equals to how many? 3 to the power of 3 is equals to how many? Is there anyone who still having any difficulties? From 3 to the power of 1 until 3 to the power of 5, I don't think anyone having any difficulties, yeah? If you have, please feel free to ask. 3 to the power of 4, it means there are 4 numbers of 3 and we need to multiply all of them. So it will be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 until all of the number, all of 4 numbers of 3, we multiply all of them, so we get it as 81. Now we have the 3 to the power of 0. 3 to the power of 0, everything to the power of 0, it will always equals to 1. Any positive integer to the power of 0 is always equals to 1. That is a rule. Everything to the power of 0 is 1. So now you know that 3 to the power of 1 is equals to 3. 3 to the power of 0 is equals to 1. Okay, anyone get confused? Why is it 3 to the power of 0? Okay, maybe later for the proving, the proof I will explain it later when we already do the multiplication and division using indices number. I will prove it to you why any number to the power of 0 is equals to 1. Because if I explain it now, later you will be confused. Later I will explain it how can it be 0. Yeah, I will explain it later when we do the multiplication and division using the indices. Now we are going to find 3 to the power of negative 1. If we are going to find the 3 to the power of negative 1, you just need to check their pattern. 3 to the power of 1 and 3 to the power of 0. The indices, the difference is only 1. 0 is smaller than 1. And then the base number, this is the number that getting power, is number 3. So from 3 to the power of 1 into 3 to the power of 0, I need to divide it by 3. This is I divided by 3, right? 3 divided by 3 will be equals to 1. If it is 3 to the power of negative 1, this is 0. 0 and negative 1, the difference is 1. So we need to divide it by 3. 1 divided by 3 will be equals to 1 per 3. This is also the same thing. Or maybe if you get confused, you can see the pattern. See, if this is too confusing, will be easier. This is 3 to the power of negative 2. It will be equals to 1 per 9. In this table, 9 is equals to 3 to the power of 2. So this and this actually connected. If we have 3 to the power of negative 2, it means we just need to make it as a fraction 1 per 3 to the power of 2, which is equals to 9. That's why we got it as 1 per 9 for 3 to the power of negative 2. If it is 3 to the power of negative 4, yeah, we find the 3 to the power of 4. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 3 to the power of negative 4, it will be 1 per 81. So when the power of number is negative, just make it 1 per when it is having the positive number. Example in here, 2 to the power of 4. You know that 2 to the power of negative 4. You know that 2 to the power of 4 is 16. So when it is 2 to the power of negative 4, it will be 1 per 16. 7 to the power of 3 is 355. If it is 7 to the power of negative 3, we just make it as 1 per 343. Sorry, this is supposed to be 343. Sorry, typo. 343. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. This is also the example. 2 to the power of negative 6 will be 1 per 64 because 2 to the power of 6 is 64. 6 to the power of negative 2 will be 1 per 36 because 6 to the power of 2 is equals to 36. Is there anyone having difficulties or maybe still confused in here? Feel free to ask if you have any question before I move to your revision question. Is there anyone having any difficulties? No? Or have? No? Okay. If you have no question, I will move to the next example to the next question at the question 8 and 9. For question 8, Maya is thinking about a number. The number is in between 350 and 400. Its square root is an integer. So it means you have to find all of the square number in between 350 and 400. The square number that I find is 361 because it will be equals to 19 square. Is there anyone find any other number other than 361? Maybe. Is there anyone find any other number that maybe I missed? No? Okay, yeah. So the answer will be only 361 because 361 is a square number. So when we find the square root, it will be integer, no decimal on it. Okay. For the question 9, write this number as a fraction or integer. Integer, it means whole number. Fraction, you know, it will be having denominator and numerator. If it is 5 to the power of 2, if it is 5 to the power of 2, so it means 5 times 5. 5 times 5 will be equals to 25, and then for the 4 to the power of negative 3, 4 to the power of negative 3, as you know, when it is a negative number, it will be, the power is negative, we can make it into a fraction. So we'll do it as 1 4 to the power of 3. 4 to the power of 3, it will be equals to 64. That's why I got it as 1 per 64. Why it is become 1 per 4 to the power of 3, like I told you before in the previous slide. When the power is negative, just change it into a fraction. The number will move into denominator without any negative sign. 4 to the power of 3 is equals to 64. So I can write it as 1 per 64. Yeah. And then for the question For the question C, 11 to the power of negative 2, it will be 1 per 100 1 per 11 to the power of 2. The number will change into denominator, the negative will be gone. So it will be 1 per 121. This is 100 to the power of 0. Everything to the power of 0 will always equals to 1. So 40 it will be equals to 1. Is there anyone having questions still? Oh yeah, someone asked me about the question 8. For the question 8, read the question properly. It is in between 350 and 400. If it is in between, it means the 350 and 400 will not be included on the list. For example, what stuff here? Maybe can you see this one? There is a phone, there is a box, and there is a pen. Can you tell me what stuff is in between phone and pen? Is the answer is the box or pen, box, and phone? What do you think? The box only, right? The answer will be box, not phone, box, and also pen. That's why if the question for the question 8, the number is in between 350 and 400, it means the number will never be equals to 350 and 400 because it says in between. Same like this one, it is in between phone and pen. Only the box, not pen, box, and phone. That's why the answer in the question 8, the answer will be 361. The 400 will not be in here. So if you answer it as 361, it's also correct. No need to write it as 19 square. I make it as 19 square. It is just a proof. Later when I square root the 361, the answer will be equals to 19. It will be integer. So this is the 19 to the power of 2. This is optional. You don't have to write it down. Okay. Is there anyone having any questions still regarding the question 8 and 9? Before I move to the next slide, it's okay if you want to ask me more questions about the question 8 and question 9. Is there anyone? Okay, let me check the chat box for a while. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me any question. I will not get mad if you ask me any question. I think no one asked me anything through the chat box. Okay, so anything else? No, about the question 8 and 9. For those who want to ask me any question, you can unmute yourself. You can type it through the chat box. Okay, no question? Okay, if you have no question, then I will continue to the question 10. But before move to the question 10, I will explain about the indices, more about the indices. In here, when we have the indices, you know, right, that if 9 is equals to the 3 to the power of 2, is there anyone who disagree if I make 9 is equals to 3 to the power of 2? Is there anyone who get confused or disagree if 9 is equals to 3 to the power of 2? No, right? 27 is equals to 3 to the power of 3. Now I have 9 times 27. The result is 243. 243, if I break down using a factor free, 243, if I break down like this, wait, 243, it will be equals to 9 times 27. 9 times 27. The 9 we can break down again into 3 times 3. And then the 27 we can break down into 3 times 9. And then the 9 we can break down into 3 times 3. Okay, wait, sorry. So it will be 3 times 9 for the 27. And then the 9 we can break down again into 3 times 3. So can you calculate? Can you count how many numbers 3 are there in the 243 in total? There are how many numbers 3? Hello, is my internet gone or something? No, right? Hello? Okay. Is my voice not audible enough? Audible, yeah. So when we count, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 numbers of 3. So 243, it will be equals to 3 to the power of 5 also. Now let us focus on the indices number, number with the index or the number with the power. Now this is the first one. It is to the power of 2. The second number is to the power of 3. And the result is to the power of 5. Now what is the connection between 2 and 3 to make it into 5? The only thing that I can do is doing addition. 2 I have to add it by 3 to get 5. So that's why in here I will write it as 2 plus 3 will be equals to 5. That is correct. So later, if we have any calculation using indices and the base number all of are the same, like this is 3, 3, 3, we just can directly plus the power or the index. We can directly plus the 2 and 3 will be 3 to the power of 5. For another example, I have 2 to the power of 5 times 2 to the power of 3. So no need to expand the 2 to the power of 5 into 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 and so on. I just can simply add the 5 and 3. 5 plus 3, it will be equals to 8. For another example, this is 3 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 2. The answer will be 3 to the power of 4 because 2 plus 2 will be equals to 4. This is 2 to the power of 2 times 2 to the power of 3 will be equals to 2 to the power of 5 because 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. This is the rule. When we multiply the number and the base number are the same, we just need to add the power. Whatever power that we multiply, we just need to plus them as the final answer. Is there anyone having difficulties or getting confused still? Hello? Or my voice not audible enough for you? No? Really? For sure? Okay. If you have no question, then I will move to the division using indices. This is also the same thing. If addition, we plus the power. So if it is division, we need to subtract the power. This is the formula a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n. The result will be a to the power of n minus n. So we just need to subtract the power to get the result. Example, 3 to the power of 3 divided by 3 to the power of 1. So we just do 3 to the power of 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. That's why the final answer is 3 to the power of 2. For another example, this is 2 to the power of 2 divided by 2 to the power of 3. It will be 2 to the power of negative 1, which is equals to 1 per 2. So now, is there anyone having any question before I move to the next things? Is there anyone having question or maybe my explanation is not clear enough? Oh yeah, maybe if or something like this. If we have two, wait, let me write my annotation. Okay, someone asked me if it is 2 times with 2 to the power of 3. A good question, thank you, Ethan. In here, if we have the number, any number without any power, it means the power is to the power of 1. So the result, it will be 2 to the power 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. Is it clear enough or is there anyone having any question? Okay, now someone asked me about the 2 power of 0. So yeah, I'm going to show you how it is 2 to the power of 0 or 5 to the power of 0 is always equals to 1. The example, I have 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 5. Following this rule, oopsie, following this rule, the answer will be 2 to the power of how many? Anyone can help me? Following the rules that we just learned, 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 5, it will be 2 to the power of how many? Not nothing. 5 minus 5, it's not nothing. 5 minus 5 is 0. Like this, it's not nothing. So 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 5, it will be equals to 2 to the power of 0. Why 0? Because 5 minus 5 is equals to 0. Now, if you do not believe 2 to the power of 5, I can make it as 32. 32 divided by 32, the answer is equals to 1. That's why before I told you, everything to the power of 0, the answer will be equals to 1. Because this is the example. Is it clear enough, or is there anyone having any question? This is for the example. When I do 2 to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 5, the result is 2 to the power of 0. And then when I change 2 to the power of 5 into a number, it will be 32. 32 divided by 32, the answer is 1, not 0. So please keep it in your mind, everything to the power of 0 is 1, not 0. If 2 times 0, yes, it will be 0. But 2 to the power of 0 is 1. 5 to the power of 0 is 1. Okay, someone asked me any question that I have an answer. Okay, someone asked me if I have 2 to the, sorry, it's yellow, not visible. Yeah, a good question, thank you. So some of my students are giving me so many questions. 2 times, sorry, my annotation. Sorry if it is a bit messy, I don't have enough space. So someone asked me if I have 2 to the power of 3 times it with 3 to the power of 3. The power are the same, but the number are different. When the power are the same, the number are different. It means we just need to multiply the number given. So 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So the answer will be 6 to the power of 3. Like this. Okay. Okay, someone asked me about the negative number. Wait, let me clear all of my annotation first. Is there anyone having any question regarding all of my annotation in here before I answer Daryl question? Is there anyone having any question? No? Okay. Wait. Yeah, let me, oh yeah, the negative number, how come it be a fraction? Okay. 2 to the power of 2. Can I write it like this? 2 times 2. For 2 to the power of 2, right? Divide. Divide, I can write it as a fraction. Divide by 2 to the power of 3. It means there are 3 numbers of 2. After that, we can do cancelling out. We can cancel 2 with 2, another 2, another 2. So the leftover one will be, if all of the number are clear, so it means only leftover as 1. And then the leftover in here is 2. 2 to the power of negative 1, it will be 1 per 2. Is it clear enough, or is there anyone having any question? Is there anyone having any question? Oh yeah, someone asked me. Okay, is there anyone having any question? No? Okay, 2 to the power of 3 times 3 to the power of 3. About a number, yeah, someone asked me again about this. So this is the power are the same, but the base are different. So you can directly multiply the base. 6 to the power of 3. The proof in here, I will write it with the text. So there are 3 numbers of 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 for the 2 to the power of 3. 3 to the power of 3, 3 times 3 times 3. So there are 3 numbers of 3. I will multiply the first number 2 with the first number of 3. It will be equals to 6. Second number of 2 with the second number of 3. It will be equals to 6. Last number of 2, I will multiply with last number of 3. It will be equals to 6. In the end, we have 3 numbers of 6. It will be 6 to the power of 3. Okay. Is there anyone? Yeah, the cancelling out.